Okay, chain rule. So, unsay madumduman ninyo sa chain rule class? Na? Okay, in our previous subject, when we say chain rule, normally, nag-involve na siya og more than two or more steps para makuha ninyo si derivatives. Di ba? Now, let's have this a theorem sa ato ang chain rule. Now, suppose we have x that is equal to g of t and y is h of t. Now, both x and y are differentiable functions of t, and si z mismo itself with function f of xy is differentiable. Then, kung kaon na itong derivative, we have perimeter meaning t, no? D of z over d of t is just equal to the derivative of z with respect to x first times the derivative of x with respect to t. Derivative of z with respect to y times the derivative of y with respect to t. That's the proof sa atong theorem. Sa ato raning gamiton. Okay? Now, suppose we have letter A dire sa atong chain rule. We will find derivative of z with respect to t. So, we start with derivative of z with respect to x and derivative of x with respect to t plus derivative of y with respect to, t. Derivative of z ninyo with respect to x. This is 8x times dx dt. Derivative ani is cosine t. With respect to y, this is 6y times negative sine t. Na-follow? Unsaon paggamit si chain rule in parameter? Okay. So, however class, dili pa ta maka declare ani nga final answer nato. Since naaman ta class sa ang gipangayo sa atua is derivative of z with respect to t. Dapat ang ato ang final answer dire naka-t na tanan. If you notice na patay x and y, so what do? We directly substitute our x and y here. Mao na siya nga naatay 8 okay. Natay 8 sine t, cosine t, and negative 6 cosine t, sine t. Using the double angle formula, the double angle. Using the sum of kanisha, we will consider this as variable. So we have 8 minus 6 is 2. Okay? Okay. Now, pwede pod class nga mo diretsyo mo og i-substitute ninyo, di ba, 4x squared man to plus 3y squared. X nato was sine and ato ang y was cosine. Pwede po mo mag-direct substitution. You will have the same answer pero different lang ang iyahang solution. Pero again, same answer ra. So, pwede siya class nga mag-diretsyo ra mo sa inyong process. Either you will substitute directly, ay mo kuha sa derivative, or you get the derivative first before mo mag substitute. Okay? Doesn't matter kay pareha answer. You have another example there. You can solve that on your own. Nanang po solution. Okay. Now, kaning chain rule of two independent variables, similar ni siya nga t ni ang inyuhang u. Kalahian dire is this u are functions. So, dili na siya variables. Pero, pareha ra ang inyong pag-deal. Okay? Okay, so dire, ganina, instead of, ang x of t nato is u at tira, dire, ang y nato, tira po ang next nga variable, dire, tagduha na. xy, day napaka-uv dire. But still, kung naa ka sa inyuhang with respect to u, dapat ang inyong final answer dire naka-u sub. Okay? Sorry, u and v. Pero, ang inyuhang u, ang inyuhang variable. The v will be considered constant. Pero, kung with respect to v ka, ang inyong v ang variable, ang u mahimo constant. Now, this generalized chain rule class is coming from katong ganina. Start atong isa, di ba? X of t rauna. X of t, dayon y of t. Second, x of uv and y of uv. Unsa inyong na-noticed? We can extend the variable. Dili ra isa. Kung pwede duha, pwede pud tulo, upat, lima, or pila na diha. That's why daghan na ni og sulod dire. Okay? So again, kani siya generalize ra ni nga chain rule, pero the same idea will happen. If ever you want to get the derivative of kintahay w with respect to kaning x sub 2, ang inyuhang the rest sa inyong variable will be t sub 2 will be considered constant. Okay? So, katura ilang kalahian. Na question? Na question na nga topic? Wala ra? Wala ra? Okay, so katura siya klase differential, ano ni appealing total? Si tangent planes and si chain rule. I will give you mga upat ka question to answer karon. Taman 5 o'clock. Okay, taman man ta 5. Be sure nga by 5 o'clock masubmit na ninyo ang inyong answer sa Google Classroom, okay? Tomorrow we will discuss this last three. Last three na nga topic for your prelim, midterm. Mag-exam ta Monday, so if mahuman nato ni og early, ang kaning ugma, mahuman nato ni. We can start with the last chapter. Upat raman mo ka chapter sa inyo ha. We can start with the last chapter, okay? So, sa katong first 3 videos nga akong gihatag sa inyo, please tanawa to ninyo. Please watch that kay para maka-relate ra mo. Okay, so I think that would be all. Wait lang ha.